Concert series NOLA by NOLA is back. The New Orleans Music Concert Series kicks off Friday and runs through October 9th. This morning we have Grammy Award-winner and Soul Queen of New Orleans, Irma Thomas, and NOLA by NOLA creator and producer Sig Greenbaum to give us a preview. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so Irma, let's start with you. NOLA by NOLA is happening, looks like at the Historic Preservations Hall. What sort of lineup do y'all have? What should people expect when they come out?
Well, it's part of the whole deal. We're having it in more than just one club. We're going to be a part of it here at the Preservation Hall. Then we go to Tipitina's, and then we have other clubs that we're doing. And it's just bringing all the music back. And this is the second year, and it's just a tradition. Well, then, yes, this is a tradition being born.
Great. And Sig, let's talk about that tradition. How did this start? It was sort of born out of COVID, effort to bring music back.
Yeah, you know, like a lot of things in New Orleans, things come out of troubled times and become something unique and special, and NOLA by NOLA is one of those things. The venues of New Orleans have been closed for over 2 years, like many cities around the country and world. Musicians were unable to work, and of course, musicians and the venues are such an important part of our culture here in the city and our lifeblood. When Jazz Fest canceled their fall edition of the festival, it really felt like a punch to the gut for the entire industry and really the livelihood of a considerable amount of people in the city. So we created a coalition of venues. We had 35 venues last year. We did over 300 shows in 10 days. This year, we're so excited and fortunate to come back, and definitely under better circumstances. We have 55 venues participating, and it's 17 days from September 23rd to October 9th.
That's great. Talk about the vibe a little bit. We love our music here in Austin, Texas, too, for Texans who are maybe never been to New Orleans. What's the vibe like? Is the vibe different from Austin? I'm sure there's more jazz there in New Orleans, for one thing.
Well, first of all, I'm a huge fan of your city, and I always love traveling there, too. And I think there's a good sister city bond between our two towns.
Yes.
Our music scene and our vibe is I don't know if I can put it in graceful words as maybe Irma can, but I will say this: during NOLA by NOLA, every genre of music that is part of New Orleans, that makes up what Irma often calls the gumbo of New Orleans,
yes, is
on display. In the course of a night, you can go to Snug Harbor and go to a jazz show. You can go to all the clubs there on Frenchman Street at DBA and Spotted Cat. You can come into the Preservation Hall, which is 100 people, or you can go up to Tipitina's uptown and enjoy Galactic with 1,000 people. So it's just the variations of music genres and the energy of the people that are New Orleanians and people who love New Orleans coming together and seeing the best musicians in the world. I know you probably have a thought on that, but we firmly believe the best musicians and people again, like Irma Thomas.
Yeah. Irma, do you want to add to that?
Yes, I want to add to that. Of course, I want to add to that because I have been a part of it for over 60 years. And when we started this a year ago, I was a part of it, and I felt very honored to be a part of it because I love my guys. All of the musicians in this city at one time had played on one of my shows. I've been a part of it. Here we get a chance to get together to bring the city back and show the folk that New Orleans is not down. It's never going to be down. And as he said, out of bad situations, we find a good way to have a good time. And we want you all to come down and join us having that good time.
Irma and Sig, anything else we need to know before people come out to New Orleans?
Hi, Marcia Ball.
Besides saying hello to Marcia Ball, I will say, if you want to know who's playing and what venues are participating, you can go to NOLAbyNOLA.com. That's NOLAxNOLA.com. And for hotels and reservations, and for all the other events that happen 365 days a year, of course, you can always go to NewOrleans.com for more information.
There you go, NOLAbyNOLA.com. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.